Hello everybody and welcome to the Football Philosophy channel, and this is the ratings show where I look at the ratings given by one of the outlets and I say what I think of their ratings and compare them to my ratings. I've chosen the Manchester Evening News today. Just very quickly though, it's about the Sheffield United game, obviously the 3-2 win at Sheffield United, but the games are coming thick and fast now, real thick and fast. That was a Thursday night game. We've got a game Sunday afternoon against Leeds. The first time we've played Leeds for at least 15 years in the Premier League. They've been in the wilderness for a while. Always used to be a fantastic competitive nature to the games. There was really great games in the 1990s between United and Leeds. But I can remember as far back as the very late 60s and the early 70s, and sort of just a little bit before my time, the mid to late 60s, when Leeds had great players, truly great players. Jack Charlton, Norman Hunter, Billy Bremner, Peter Lorimer, Alan Clark, Mick Jones. They had fantastic players, and they were a truly brilliant team. And United at the time, obviously, they won the championship in '67, the European Cup in '68. We had the likes of Bobby Charlton, George Best, Dennis Law. They were absolutely wonderful times. Two great teams knocking about at the same time. So I remember that far back, and it's brilliant having memories like that. And let's hope this game, I can't see it living up to those standards, but it could be a cracking game on Sunday. Leeds are playing some good stuff. I like the way they're playing. I like the look of Patrick Bamford up front for them. It's not going to be an easy game, but United do seem to be turning games around a lot. We're having to do that. We're falling behind a lot. Massive game for us. We need to keep the pressure on. A quick look at the table, and we are, we're 5 points behind Liverpool, who are the leaders with a game in hand on them, and because of their defeat, Tottenham's defeat at Liverpool, we're only 2 points behind Spurs with a game in hand on them. So we are right up there. It seems a little bit like dreamland to me the way we've been the last few seasons, but if we can keep winning our games, who knows? So you just got to tick them off one by one. So it's not going to be an easy game on Sunday, but we've got to win it. So what's he going to do with his lineup? Let's have a look at how they did against Sheffield United. I'll probably be back tomorrow with a team prediction after I've seen what Ollie said about injuries and stuff. But going back to the Sheffield United game, the Manchester Evening News about Dean Henderson. They've said he had a howler in conceding to David McGoldrick inside the first 5 minutes, which he did. Made a pivotal save in added time. No, it wasn't a worldy save, but it was a really good save. We could have easily dropped 2 points there. So it was a good save, but they've given him a 6. I wouldn't disagree with a 6. You desperately don't need your keeper dropping a howler like that. Anybody who watched my programme predicting the team, I actually said in that programme that I wouldn't have selected Henderson for that game. I'd have left it until maybe Sunday or even next Wednesday. I just felt it was an accident waiting to happen, and I actually said that in the show, and there you go, it did happen. So I don't disagree with the Manchester Evening News giving him a 6. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, they've said another underwhelming performance from a player devoid of a creditable competitor, and likely to underwhelm until one arrives. I'm not sure about that. I thought he did perfectly fine. Six is a reasonable score anyway. It's decent. As far as I'm concerned, 6 is decent, and he had a decent game, so I won't argue with it. I think they're putting it over underwhelming. They've used that word twice. They're putting it over as if he was poor and then giving him a 6. I think he was okay, and I'm still giving him a 6. Victor Lindelof, they've executed an imaginative pass rarely seen from him to assist Marcus Rashford's equaliser. Struggled with the physicality of the contest at times, he said, and yet giving him a 7. I thought Victor Lindelof was better than decent, and I wouldn't disagree with that 7. I think 7's a good score, and 7's fine. Harry Maguire, the Manchester Evening News have said he came under pressure. I'll just put my phone on silent. I should have done that before I started. Harry Maguire came under pressure early on, but saw United through. It led another comeback away from home, vigilant throughout. I find it a bit funny how I think some of the writers, they write things out and don't compare it to what they've written elsewhere. And I think really, they're giving Victor Lindelof a poor write-up and giving Harry Maguire a good write-up, and yet giving them both a 7. And I think they're both worth a 7, but I think what they've written about the two players, they should really have given Victor Lindelof a little bit less than Harry Maguire. Alex Telles offered width in the final third. This is what we expect from Alex Telles. I'm not so sure he did offer that much width going forward. Offered width in the final third, overcoming his culture shock in the early stages. Culture shock, Sheffield United away on a wet Thursday night. But the attackers largely took care of the attacking. I think that's a fair comment, and they're giving Alex Telles a 6. I don't think I've disagreed with one of their scores yet. I will agree with that, a 6 for Telles. Paul Pogba, late out for the Premier League anthem, they've said. I didn't know that. And did not turn up until well into the match. Did not turn up until well into the match when he perceptively played Anthony Martial in. Sublime in starting the move for the third. He did do 2 really good things, but he was also... I've rewatched the game. Anybody who watches this show will know I've watched it twice. I've studied him carefully. He was too sloppy for me far too often. He got caught in possession or gave the ball away. I counted 5 times. 5 times he either got caught in possession or gave the ball away in his own half of the field. So, you know, just to say that he did 2 good things, that doesn't get you a really top mark. They've given him an 8, so it's the first one I disagree with. I would give him a 7. But, you know, he played perfectly fine. You know, except, you know, you have got to smarten up. He's in his own half, giving the ball away is pretty poor. And I think 7's more than adequate. And the Evening News have given him an 8. They've given him an 8 and basically mentioned 2 good things that he did. I can mention 5, 6, 7, 8 bad things that he did in comparison. Nemanja Matic, I'm giving this the opposite way around. A lot of people will say no, but I've watched it and I've studied it and I'm not having it any other way. They've said prudent with the ball, which is good. I don't know if they're putting that as a negative. And covered the ground expertly when Sheffield United pushed higher up. An unsung performance, they've said. Unsung by you, perhaps by you, the Evening News. And they've given him a 7. Well, to me, of the pair, I've watched it closely. And Matic was comfortably the better performer. You know, he played a couple of great balls forward that on another day would have led to goals. It's not, for example, Matic played a beautiful ball to Bruno, I think it was, that led to the... I think Bruno laid it off and joined the attack again. It led to the move. Most people will remember it, where Bruno chose the wrong option. When he got to the edge of the box, he should really have given it Greenwood to his right. He tried to give it Martial to his left, and it got cut out right on the edge of their box. That move was started by a fantastic pass by Nemanja Matic. And it wasn't the only fantastic pass he played. He played a great ball through to Anthony Martial in the first half. He got flagged offside. If you watch it and pause it, he's not offside. But the keeper beat Martial out to the ball. It was a beautiful pass by Matic and a great run. So, you know, if you're going to compare just the good things, Matic did equally as many good things for me, but also gave the ball away less cheaply, and I would say less often as well from what I've seen. So I think I'm giving them the other way around. The Evening News are giving Paul Pogba an 8. I'm giving him a 7. And they're giving Matic a 7, and I'm giving him an 8. Mason Greenwood, too quiet on the right-hand side again and did not move in field often enough for the second game running. Don't like that comment, second game running. Against City, I think he was given a job to do that I thought he did well. I thought he did it very well against City. This was a different type of game where we were supposed to be on the front foot a bit more. They finished off with a quick sentence there, 4 words. They put, had a shot repelled. They've put, I remember, I think they mean the shot that went straight at the keeper from a narrow angle. He should really have fired it across the box for me. He was pretty close to the dead ball line to be shooting from there. He takes a few rash decisions, I think, Mason. I remember him having another shot. I don't think they mean this one. But he had another shot when there's a defender standing right in front of him and it hit the defender's legs and bounced away. I think he needs to be looking to pass it more. I wouldn't disagree with a 6 for Mason. If I was going to change it, I wouldn't be changing it up. I'd be changing it down. I thought he was particularly quiet, and I gave him a good mark. I upped his mark against City. I thought he played really well against City, but he was particularly quiet, I thought, against Sheffield United. But a 6, yeah, I'll settle for a 6. Bruno Fernandes tried to increase the tempo after McGoldrick struck, and his deft flick and pass were instrumental in United's third. You know, they always do this. All the papers, they have to mention if somebody's involved in a goal or scores a goal. I don't sort of blame them for it, but there's a lot more to the game than that. They've given him a seven. As I say, I've watched it back again. As ever, he works his socks off. Again, a couple of silly passes, extravagant passes that went awry. But overall, I don't think he was too bad, Bruno Fernandes, last night. And I think I would settle for a 7, even though he did give the ball away a few times. I thought he played okay last night, Bruno. And I think a 7 is fair. And Marcus Rashford, they've given an 8 to. I'm not going to disagree with that. I think it'd be a bit churlish to give him less than that. That would give him and Nemanja Matic the 2 highest scores with 8 out of 10. Phenomenal finishing from Lindelof's pass after spurning an earlier chance. He did have a similar chance. Oh, they actually flagged him offside for that though. But he did drive one over the bar. It was an equally good chance. He also had a good chance with his left foot that he shot at the keeper's legs, and then they've put it. I think they mean that one. He drew a save from Aaron Ramsdale before beating him again. Thought he was a little bit lucky with his second goal, which was United's 3rd goal. It went underneath the keeper. So I think the keeper could have, and most of the commentators, or the pundits I should say, they thought the keeper should have done a bit better. But he was particularly lively last night, Marcus Rashford. I can remember the numerous things that he did really well, and one run that he did from left to right, from the left back area towards the right hand corner of their box. It was, he was electric. He was like a gazelle running through the field. He ended up picking the right option as well, which I liked. I would often expect Marcus to shoot from there, and he passed it to Greenwood. I think it was the one where Greenwood shot Greenwood took it nearer to the dead ball line and shot and hit the keeper with the ball. But Marcus, yeah, I think he does deserve an 8 for last night, one of his better performances. Not doing a player in focus from that. That's my ratings compared to the Manchester Evening News ratings. Not doing a player in focus. It's already Friday afternoon. There's a game Sunday afternoon. I'll be back tomorrow talking about United's possible lineup. Just very quickly, obviously, there's games tomorrow. It's Saturday at 12:30. Palace v Liverpool. Could Liverpool slip up away again? It's probably an even trickier fixture. They've just dropped points away to Brighton. They've dropped points away to Fulham. Now they're away at Palace. That's an interesting one. I'll probably watch that. If Liverpool go a couple of goals up, I might switch it off. But it could be a tricky fixture for them. Knowing Liverpool, though, but they've just beaten Spurs. They might have the confidence. The tails might be up. They might go and win there comfortably. But that's at 12:30 tomorrow on BT1. Southampton versus City. Everyone knows how well Southampton are doing at the moment. They're actually 3rd in the table, I think, as we speak. Yes, they are. They're above us. They're above us by 2 points. By a point. Yes, they're above us by a point. Southampton. Southampton v City is on Amazon Prime at 3 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to have a busy day tomorrow. I'm going to watch 3 games. I'm going to watch Everton versus Arsenal as well at 5:30. That's on Sky Sports Main Event and Sky Sports Premier League. So I'll be watching that one as well. At 8 o'clock, it might be a step too far for me. I wouldn't mind watching Newcastle and Fulham. That's on Sky Sports Main Event and Premier League as well tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I was interested to see how Fulham played against Liverpool the other day, and I think they've drawn a game in midweek again, so I think they're climbing the table slowly but surely, Fulham. I wouldn't mind watching them again, but since I'll be watching 3 games anyway tomorrow, I might let the wife put a film on at that stage. I'll be back tomorrow with a team prediction for the game on Sunday. United are at 4:30 on Sunday. Sky Sports Main Event and Sky Sports Premier League. Can't wait for that one. But first of all, as I say, there's some exciting games to look forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to those. If you've enjoyed that little show, please subscribe. Please tell all your friends. If you didn't enjoy it, don't tell anyone. Keep stum.